Welcome to Revlytic, a place where ideas meet the road. Whether you're driving, relaxing, studying, or simply taking a moment for yourself, we're glad you're here. Tonight's journey is about more than the destination. It's about the thoughts, lessons, and perspectives we discover along the way. So settle in, enjoy the drive, and let's begin. Tonight, we're talking about something that sounds simple but has the power to completely transform a person's life: consistency. Most people underestimate consistency because it doesn't look impressive. It isn't dramatic. It doesn't create instant results. It rarely provides the excitement of a new beginning. Yet behind almost every meaningful achievement, consistency is quietly doing the work that most people never notice. When people imagine success, they often focus on big moments. They think about major breakthroughs, life-changing opportunities, or sudden transformations. But in reality, success is usually much less dramatic than that. More often is the result of small actions repeated over and over again for a long period of time. The challenge is that these small actions rarely feel important when you're doing them. Reading a few pages doesn't seem life-changing. Exercising for 30 minutes doesn't seem remarkable. Saving a small amount of money doesn't feel significant, but consistency allows small actions to become powerful over time. Imagine two people. The first person becomes extremely motivated for a week. They work harder than ever, push themselves to the limit, and make ambitious plans for the future. But after a short period of time, their enthusiasm fades and they return to old habits. The second person takes a different approach. They do a little every day. Nothing extraordinary, nothing dramatic, just steady progress. A few weeks later, the first person appears ahead. But a few months later, the second person begins to catch up. A few years later, the difference becomes impossible to ignore. This is one of the most important lessons in personal growth. Intensity can create a quick start, but consistency creates lasting results. The problem is that human beings are naturally attracted to immediate rewards. We want visible progress. We want proof that our efforts are working. We want results that confirm we're moving in the right direction. Unfortunately, consistency often asks us to continue working long before those results become visible. Think about planting a tree. During the early stages, growth seems slow. Day after day, there appears to be very little change. If you only looked at the tree once a week, you might think nothing is happening at all. But beneath the surface, development is taking place. Roots are growing stronger. The foundation is becoming more stable. Eventually, visible growth follows. Many areas of life work the same way. Progress is happening long before the results become obvious. One reason people struggle with consistency is because they constantly judge themselves based on short-term outcomes. If they don't see immediate success, they assume their efforts aren't working. They start questioning the process. They lose patience. They begin searching for a different strategy, a different shortcut, or a different source of motivation. What they fail to realize is that consistency often requires faith. Faith that the actions you're taking today will eventually create results tomorrow. Another mistake people make is believing that consistency means perfection. It doesn't. Nobody is perfect. Everyone misses days. Everyone experiences setbacks. Everyone loses momentum from time to time. The difference is that consistent people don't allow a single mistake to become a permanent pattern. They understand that progress is not destroyed by one bad day. Progress is destroyed when one bad day becomes an excuse to quit entirely. There is a powerful difference between falling off track and giving up. Falling off track is normal. Giving up is a decision. The most successful people are not those who never make mistakes. They are the people who return to their habits quickly after those mistakes occur. They understand that consistency isn't about never failing, it's about continuing despite failure. As we continue this drive, it's worth reflecting on how much of life is shaped by repetition. Relationships are built through consistent effort. Skills are developed through consistent practice. Trust is earned through consistent behavior. Confidence grows through consistent action. Nearly everything valuable in life is strengthened by repetition. Yet because repetition feels ordinary, many people overlook its importance. The truth is that your future is often hidden inside your daily routine, not in the occasional burst of motivation, not in the rare moment of inspiration, but in the small actions you repeat when nobody is watching. Those actions may seem insignificant today, but over time they become the foundation of the person you are becoming. The beauty of consistency is that it doesn't require perfection, talent, or extraordinary intelligence. It only requires persistence. It asks you to continue when progress feels slow, to keep moving when results are invisible, to trust the process even when the destination still feels far away. And while that may not sound exciting, it is often the exact reason why some people eventually achieve their goals, while others do not. As we reach the end of today's journey, here's one final thought. You don't have to change your life overnight. You don't need a perfect plan. You don't need endless motivation. What you need is the willingness to take one small action today and then repeat that action tomorrow, because consistency has a unique power. It turns ordinary efforts into extraordinary results. The version of yourself you hope to become is not built in a single day. It's built through the choices you make repeatedly, one day at a time, one habit at a time, one step at a time. Thank you for spending this time with Revlytic. If today's journey gave you a new idea, a new perspective, or simply a moment of peace, then it was time well spent. Until our next drive, stay curious, keep moving forward, and take care. This is Revlytic, signing off.